Gang, 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 gang. Fucking talking about.
Welcome back to another episode of the GlowUp Tees podcast. I'm your host, Tarniqua Lachey, the GlowUp Chief, and today I have my coach here, Coach Dre. The GlowUp Tees podcast is all about brains, brawn, and beauty, and we're giving you recommendations and suggestions on what we feel can enhance you. Season 3, this is the second episode. We're giving it to you live, funky, and fresh. We're going to get straight into it.
So I'm Dre Supreme. I am the host of Supreme Talk podcast. Dibble and dabble and everything.
Jack of all trades. I too am a jack of all trades. I haven't mastered anything yet, but I would definitely say that communication is going to be something that I'm trying to master. And he's definitely helping me a lot with that. And that's why this episode is really, really important, because I definitely wanted to dive deeper into gender roles and the opposite sex. So we're going to be talking about dating, relationships, situationships, and just giving you a couple of gems from a man who has a decent perspective on relationships. So, for the first question that I have for Dre is, have you ever encountered a damaged woman? How could you tell that she was damaged? And was it a personal relationship or a friendship? Yeah.
I can't give out too much, but
yeah, you can. Don't name drop, but
I'm not name drop. I'm just saying this damaged women is easy to spot a flaw in a woman for a guy who normally hangs around women, which I normally do.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of damaged women and try to fix a situation or whatever have you, and it's on them to be able to accept realities of what's going on instead of being stuck in their head thinking a certain perspective.
Women, we do a lot of insinuating and assuming because we go based off track record and what's been done to us versus what you have already shown.
But again, man can change.
Yes.
But it does take time because, it takes trial and error. Life is you got one shot and you try to... That's
what society makes it seem like. And that's why I think dating makes it hard. Because it's like, if I don't get it right this one time, it's just like, it's just damned for the rest of your life. It's like,
so what about when, older people, like parents, grandparents, and they had these relationships where they, stuck to it until, the shit worked compared to now where...
That's because women can make their own money and they can vote and they feel like they don't need a man.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. What's worth fighting for?
Nowadays, it's hard to figure out what's worth fighting for because you can just easily be like, you know what, I'm off this. Like I don't even want to do this.
But if you're into somebody, right? And
I'm into ice cream, but if it melts, I'm done.
Okay, you can freeze it up again.
But it's not going to be the same.
It's going to be the same.
It's
the same
not.
thing. It's still milk frozen.
But
what?
It's just not the same. It's going to be no.
Sometimes women can get hot, and you got to cool them down.
Back
to ice cream.
That's
the vernacular is pretty good.
No, more so on the woman if she's receptive to the man. To actually care about what he has to say, because 5 people can tell me something, but if you tell me something and if Dave tell me something, I'm gonna take it into consideration because I know you have my best interest at heart. Some people just don't even have your best interest and they're just trying to change you or just be like, oh, you should do this, just to be that.
There's a difference between somebody showing you a different way of thinking for a better way of thinking or whatever have you for the better, but people aren't used to changing. You know what I'm saying? Some people might be content with staying the way that they are.
Life, you're supposed to change.
Yeah,
you
but
don't change
a lot of people don't change the way they're thinking. They stick to the way they think.
But how is that going to just yielding the same results?
Okay, and they don't see that. That's just human nature. Some people do the same shit over and over and over.
Dark meat, white meat. Exactly.
So,
juice. Well, for this lady that we were discussing, did you give her advice on how to improve if she was damaged? You have a lot of female friends, so when you talk to us, when you're talking to us, you're giving us a place of coaching. You're not trying to have us out here slipping. So do you give advice, and what type of advice do you give when you find a woman that is damaged or broken? Because I still see you as a coach and an educator, so
it's
it doesn't work out.
It's still teaching, you know what I'm saying? You want them to try to be better or motivate them. It's the motivation. Some people aren't able to be self-motivated. And it's hard for people to do that. So it's all right, well, this is the type of time I'm on. and I can see you doing the same thing, but I need you to be at this certain point. But after you know, trial and error, but so many times it's like, okay, well, if you're not gonna grow, I have to distance myself, but we can still be cool.
Yes.
But it's like, I need you to know what type of time I'm on. It's like, all right, I'm trying to grow. I want to do more. I want to succeed. I don't want to be content and stay at this one level. I want to get higher. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard. I feel like it's, in my perspective, it's hard to tell a guy why it didn't work, or hey, you're damaged, or you know, I don't like attacking men.
But it's hard for men because most men don't want to accept different realities. It's like we're logical thinkers, but it's like we don't want to change it. We want to change, but we gotta go.
I feel like you don't want to be told what you already know. Like you already know what's wrong. I feel like everybody knows what's wrong, but it's like nobody wants to put in the work. Because like me, I'm very pessimistic. I will pick at shit like for no reason. Like it don't even really be a reason.
It'd be fucking annoying.
Yeah. No. But that's because I don't know how to just say I miss you. Can you pull up?
Yeah, but that's
another. I find something wrong with what you're doing, like where you're at, and like, oh, you're doing that, but you could be doing this.
That's another issue. Communication.
Yeah.
People do not communicate well enough in relationships. It's like arguing.
Because nowadays, when you communicate, it's like you're on the binge of losing that person when it shouldn't be that way. You're just talking. Like, why do you have to leave or break up with me because I'm just trying to express something to you?
But that's also having an understanding. It's like compassion, caring, and whatever.
Consideration.
Yeah, consideration. You got to think about it. If you really care about the person, you want the person to know that you care. You want to be able to express yourself. If you're mad, I understand you're mad. I have to get over the fact that you're mad, and this is kind of getting irritating to me, but this is you expressing yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, my shit raw. Yeah. Go to my podcast. You can find it on any platform. Supreme Talk Podcast, DJ Dre Supreme.
Yes, you guys. You definitely have to check out this podcast because he's a funny one. He's a funny pickle. Okay? With his mind, it's really good to pick his mind because you want to be around men who have a sense of self because it's not all that bullshit you do with these other niggas in the street, you can't do that with him. So it's like, it's really good to be able to have people around you who can fucking cut through the bullshit and just be like, what are you trying to say? Why did you have to do all of that? You're doing too much. Did you think it through? Like, you need those type of people because women, we're very catty and very emotional, and we tend to flock to responses that will cater to how we want to feel.
As well as male too. You know what I'm saying? Like some men don't want to hear their man be like, hey, get on your shit. No. Dig in my shit. Pause.
I'll drink to that. All right, well, I would like for you to drop at least 3 gems for ladies who are single and are looking to be chosen.
Man, I'm gonna say, bitch, you gotta choose up. Bitch, you wanna do something, man, put that shit in my pocket. You already know what the fuck happening.
Ladies.
Cause bitch, I'm a pimp. Oh shit, this is real. This is raw and uncut.
Oh my gosh, I want him to give us 1 gem for how a woman mentally should carry herself, how she should physically carry herself, and how she should have some type of motion about herself. What is it that you're passionate about? What are you doing? Those 3 things will get you chosen because that's self-love. You have to love yourself. Like, if a man can tell if you don't love yourself. Can't you tell?
Yeah.
Like, off the bat, like, we not talking about panty stains in the drawers. We talking your brain. Like, as soon as you open your mouth, a man can tell what type of time you want.
Bitch, you ain't on no bullshit.
Yeah.
Just talking to be talking.
Just talking to be talking.
What you talking about?
And he will fucking let you know, like, you just, like, what?
Bitch, you can just go ahead about your business. I ain't gonna hold you.
Ain't nobody about to hold you up, Joe.
Goodbye. Nah, basically, like, for real, just be confident in what you're doing, but have some type of motion. That's what the kids saying now, right? Motion.
Yes.
You gotta be on some business type shit. You gotta be doing something.
A man wants you to add value to him. Anybody can give up cheeks, okay? Anybody can give up sweet nothings in a text message. Anybody can ride shoddy. But, like, are you adding to his life? if you plan on being in this man's life, you need to figure out what it is that he wants, and if you can compliment and add to that. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
That's literally because if God wanted women here first, it would have been Eve and Adam. So you're literally here to compliment that man. Like, if he want to be an astronaut, bitch, you need to be packing the motherfucking
You need to
meals.
let him make sure you take off.
Yes, seriously.
RP.
You need to definitely make sure that you're on your shit. If you're dating an artist, you need to make sure, you flooding goddamn SoundCloud and shit. Show that man that you're supportive of what it is that he's doing. Because I promise you, once you show that the support is there, the foundation that he will have you walking on will be superb. Illuminati. Come find us, because I'm with the shits.
Make me rich.
Make me rich. I'm trying to be at Diddy's parties. Fuck you talking about? Toast up.
Taking shots at Ciroc.
Deli on. Like Carisha said, I cook, I clean, I fuck, I shut the fuck up. That's literally what I do. That add a little bit of zest, a little bit of complaining in there, because don't know nigga want a boring bitch. But yeah, other than that, I have one more thing that I would like to let you guys know here on this podcast. We're going to be dropping visuals. So if you're not going to be listening to us, you can also be watching us. You can be watching us on YouTube, because we will definitely be dropping this footage on YouTube at least twice a week, giving you some type of content so that you can follow along with the GlowUp Tees podcast, as well as follow along with the GlowUp Show talk show, because I have officially merged them both.
And what you don't know is that we'll be doing more podcasts together.
I think
because
we
we're going
should.
to be linking up and doing the
Do you like the
talk
space?
and the shit.
Is
You know what I'm saying?
this feng shuiing enough for you?
Yeah, this motherfucker when nobody's in here. Yes, that's cool.
Okay, so yes. Well, I guess you can definitely catch Dre on the podcast again. I've definitely been trying to get him on here because he has a lot of insight, and especially when we're going to start talking about stocks and financial literacy, I definitely want to let you
One
guys know.
thing I teach my kid is financial literacy.
Yes.
I tell her passive income is the way to go, because you want to sit on your ass and make fucking money. That's the way.
That's it. That's it, bitch. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. He will definitely be back again, and we'll have more topics to talk to you guys about. This is Tarniqua Lachey, the GlowUp Chief. This is the Season 3, Episode 2, Battle of the Sexes. Thanks, everybody, and thank you for watching. Come back next time.
Deuces.
Bye.